Hey everybody, Motopoet 59 here. Yesterday in Compton, California, two Los Angeles County sheriffs were ambushed in their car by two black guys. Did you hear that? They were ambushed. There was no shootout, no crime being committed, no pursuit, no confrontation of any kind. These two cops were sitting at one of the Metrolink railway stations, and which is the inner city commuter trains, just sitting in their cars. And two guys walked up and shot both of them in the head. The last I read, which was earlier this morning, was that they were out of surgery and still alive but fighting for their lives. They were shot in the head. Chances are they'll never recover from this. If they live, they'll be most likely permanently disabled. I mean, there are miracles that happen, and who knows. But the point is, they were ambushed by two black guys. And Compton is a black town. It's not predominantly black. I'd be surprised if there were any white people that lived in Compton at all, other than maybe an interracial couple. Do you understand the weight of this incident? This isn't a BLM thing. This isn't an Antifa thing. This is a race war thing. And I made a video I haven't posted yet about how the Antifa and BLM people are doing all this defund the cops and making all these problems, and that the real black criminals, the Crips, the Bloods, the black gangs, are standing around licking their chops, ready for this anarchy. And I'm certain that this is what happened. This is just some black thugs, and call me a racist if that's what you want, but these are the facts. It's not like these were white guys running around in Compton with guns. These are two black guys who ambushed two LA County sheriff for no reason, and now these guys are fighting for their lives. Maybe they'll live, maybe they won't. The families of these cops are now, their lives are forever altered. And don't give any shit about so are George Floyd's family. Those guys are criminals, all the way back to Rodney King. There hasn't been one case where a black person, or a white person for that chance. The media is never not going to tell you that a lot more white people get killed by cops than black people. They're not going to tell you that, but it's a fact. But every time that a black person has been shot or killed by the police, it has been following a crime. It has been in the commission of a crime. These people have been armed. They have been argumentative and fighting the cops when this stuff happens. It's not like cops are just getting out of their cars and shooting people. That's what the media would have you think. That's certainly what Black Lives Matter. And I'm going to stop calling Black Lives Matter BLM, because I don't want to confuse them with Bureau of Land Management, who's another organization I don't care for, but that's another rant. This is what happens when you start allowing the inmates to run the asylum. And with these police departments, and I'm not saying that Compton has backed down from any of their things, or the LA County Sheriff's Department, but this is the anarchists, such as the Crips and the Bloods, these gangs, these just random black people. They're testing right now. This is what this is all about. I guarantee it. Maybe some gang initiation. I don't know. But they're testing the limits now of what the police response will be to something like this. And the Black Lives Matter and Antifa movements, you can bet your sweet behind, are standing by to see if there is going to be a response to this. And when there is a response to this, they'll spring into action. They're calling them protesters. These people are standing outside the hospital where these officers are being treated, shouting, "I hope they fucking die." You want to tell me where this all came from? This isn't about cops. This isn't about the black people who have been killed by cops in the commission of crimes. This is about anarchy. This is about politics. This is not about helping the black community do anything. And I've said this right down the line. This is about Marxism. This is about the march to socialism. This is about getting Democrats elected. It's all this is about. And there are so many people, black people, and even some stupid ass white people involved in this Black Lives Matter and Antifa crap that don't even realize why they're there. They don't realize what these people are up to because they're stupid. Sorry, I'm tired of being nice about it. You guys are just stupid. I don't like using that word, but when it's called for, it's called for. Things are getting dangerous now. I've already said that there are going to start being race wars. There are going to be white people arming themselves. Call them what you want, and they'll either be that or they won't. Neo-Nazis, white supremacists, whatever. White anarchists. Who knows what badge they're going to be carrying? Who knows? But it's going to happen. And things like this are going to be the spark that starts that fire. And I'm not the kind of person that goes out and seeks that kind of revenge. I hope these guys are caught. President Trump has made his opinion about it very clear. They're animals. They're animals. You can bet your ass that the mainstream media is going to run with that and say, oh, now he's saying that all black people are animals. It's the same thing he said about when he said what he had to say about MS-13, which is very, very dangerous Mexican gang, and he called them animals, and all of a sudden he called all Mexicans animals. If you believe that, you're stupid. You're just stupid. I'm not even going to say you're misinformed or you need to read up on this, because you're not going to. You're not going to because you're lazy, and that is a trademark of the stupid and ignorant, is laziness, and that's what you are. If you think for 1 second that he's talking about all black people or all Mexicans, or that when he said there were good people at these gatherings where there were neo-Nazis, he denounced them in no uncertain terms. He said that I'm sure that there are good people that are out there among all this. And what all of a sudden did he say? He's supporting white supremacy. You people are just fucking stupid. You're stupid, and you deserve nothing in life. You deserve to be the first victims. I'll say this, you deserve to be the first victims when anarchy begins to reign. And you will be, because these true anarchists know that you're cowards. They know you're not armed. They know that you have nothing for them, but they're not going to come after people like me because they know I'm armed. You step on my property. If this shit hits the fan and you step on my property, I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you're white. You step on my property without my permission once this shit hits, and I'm going to shoot you. You are going to be shot. Whether you die or be maimed or whatever would remain to be seen about how good a shot I am from about 50 feet, from which is my door to the sidewalk. I'm tired of it. And I hope now, I used to say I hope cooler heads prevail, but I don't know if I hope that anymore. I'm getting to the point where I hope that these animals are put down like they should be. That's not a racist statement. If this was white gangs that were doing this, if this were some kind of white supremacist movement, neo-Nazis or whatever you want to call them, the skinheads that were doing this, I feel the exact same way about them. Dogs and animals. But they're not the ones doing this. This has to stop. I hope these people are caught and brought to justice. I hope even more fervently that they are run down by vigilante gangs. I really do. And I hope they're run down, and I hope they are killed. I don't know that that'll happen, but these people will start talking about what they've done at some point, and that's what's going to get them caught. And I hope they're caught by vigilantes first and executed the way they tried to execute, and these cops may die, and if so, that will be an execution. But if they do get caught by the police, it's going to start another riot. The idiots in Black Lives Matter and those kind of people are going to start another series of riots. The Soros people will bust people in and pay them to fan those flames of racial unrest, and it'll all start over again. We'll have another hotbed, and they'll say that They're going to portray these guys as victims. That's going to be hard to get rational people to swallow because of the way this went down, but that's what they're going to try, I guarantee it. These people, if they do go to court, will undoubtedly be convicted of these crimes, and this will be these are executions. That is first-degree murder without the shadow of a doubt. The only thing I'm disgruntled about that is knowing that California no longer has the death penalty, and these guys won't have to sacrifice their lives for this. They'll spend the rest of their lives in prison at the taxpayers' cost. This has to stop. I'm just a guy that worked for the railroad. I don't know what the answers are as far as the police go, but you can bet now that cops are not going to just be sitting in their cars eating lunch or chit-chatting with each other. I can guarantee you that things are going to change now in the respect that they'll probably always have 2 cops in a car, and one of them will always be armed and ready to defend them. It has to be that way, and lives are going to be lost, and chances are they're going to be black, because like I said, these aren't the white people that are doing this. White people aren't out attacking cops. They're not burning cities down. You see these idiots running around in those crowds, but this is being perpetuated by blacks, and it's going to cause a race war. And I know that a lot of the people want this, and the Democrats and the leftists that are initiating a lot of these things and funding a lot of these protests and stuff, I don't think they realize what they're getting into here. They just want socialism to prevail. They just want to get Republicans out and Democrats in, but I think this may flare up before that actually starts to happen. Donald Trump's going to be reelected in 2020. They think they're going to get the votes of these people that are doing things or supporting things like this, but they're not, because most of these people aren't going to vote, period. They don't care. They don't care who's in charge. They're aiming at anarchy. They don't want anybody to be in charge. So it doesn't matter to them. It's really, really sad. But even more than that, it's dangerous. And something has to be done to stop this. I don't have all the answers, but cooler heads are obviously not going to prevail. I've said that in a few of my videos. I hope cooler heads prevail, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Let me know what you think. Drop me in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. We'll see you all later.